Hello, everyone. Hello, hello, hello. I hope you all are having an amazing day. Today, we're going to be playing some Minecraft. Now, last we left off, we got this relatively functioning, but it's not fully functioning just yet. So, I have a few ideas on how to get this to work a little bit better. I forgot that was still running. And I also got re-updated on how hopper clocks work. So I do want to attempt to make one, because that'll probably be better than what we have right now, which is just a redstone clock, or maybe a repeater clock. Either way. But I have an idea of what I want to do in order to power the trapdoors. Because last time I tried putting the redstone torch on there, I think I want to put it across instead. Have it on this block. So I'm going to quickly do that, because I thought about it right. Like, a good, maybe like 10 minutes after I ended the last session, I was like, oh my god, I could have tried this! So I want to see if it would actually work. So where does the water... I don't hear trapdoors. Okay, good. It does work. Okay. Let's do that. Let's put some redstone on the top over here. Whoa! Oops. I thought I had a smart idea. Stop it. 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 Alright. I'm gonna go over here. You know what? What if we instead I'm gonna move it like this. I don't think that's gonna work the way I want it to. Hold on. Because the way that one's working is that we'll connect this. It'll go directly in there. And all of those torches are affected. Alright. Okay, let me... Alright. So let's think. I have a redstone block on me. And I know we're gonna need a redstone block for other things as well. But you know what? For now, it'll be fine. If we run out of redstone, I'll just go mining. This is gonna have to go directly into the piston. Okay, nope. Let's put you there. Put you there. Wait, no. Wait. And then if I Wait. Is it because I think I placed the redstone before I did. It's because it's trapdoors, isn't it? It might actually be. Are you just gonna keep going back and forth? What is so different about this than this? Okay, stop it, stop it, stop it, stop it, stop it, stop it, stop it. Ah. What is so different between these two? Because technically, it's the same circuit, but it's not quite right. What do you mean? Why do you work, but not the other? What about this is different? Because it's on the block above of the one that it is attached to. So technically it shouldn't be any different, right? Of course. Of course. You know what? You know what? I have the hoppers on me. I need 2 observers. I need 2 comparators. Compared. Or at least turn it this way. Because we're going to need sticky pistons fighting for a redstone block. I know exactly where to place those when I need them. So if I do need this again, I can just replace them. It'll be fine. Hi, Decal. That's not gonna. You know what? I need you to actually do what you're supposed to do. It is. It is a lot of fun. It can also be very confusing at times. Because that is nice. Dude, I can't go. If I start ranting about it, I'm never going to stop. So I'm just gonna say I am so glad that the update came out, and I'm very, very excited. Blue can vouch for that because he was on call with me when it happened. But yeah, that sounds like a lot of fun. I hope you're enjoying the new update. All right. But I was trying to figure out how to get the trapdoors up here all powered and everything the way they're supposed to be. I know, dude. I'm gonna put myself in timeout. I am so glad. You have no idea. You have no idea. That is the wrong way. All right. This way. Please don't tell me that was the last of my redstone. And it's just because there's not enough power, right? How dare. I know how it's supposed to be. And I have it pointed the right way, so there's that. Oh, observer. That'd probably help, honestly. I have observers for a reason. Should probably use them. Let me grab my deep slate. Oh, actually, let's not block my entrance up here. There we go. Oh, I need to. Fine, I'll move my entrance. What was going on there? Okay. I think we get it. I think we get it. I think we get it. Stop it. Stop it. Nope. Stop it. Stop it. Please. Ah. Not directly. Got it. We got it. Teaches me. Alright. Okay. Alright. Let's go ahead and move this back a little. It's gonna start powering. You know what? That is slightly powered. So if I have it observing the redstone, probably still won't work, but you know what? It's better to attempt than to not. Oh, it is so dark. How about let's not do that? But and that did nothing. You know what? Let's do this. Hopper, clock. How did I do it wrong? Oh. My bad. We need to stack it. Or maybe... It doesn't look like we always have to stack it, but... We definitely don't need observers. Alright. That works. Why is... Come on, give. I'd like to have all of my deep slate, please. Okay. We got it. It just took me looking at a quick picture to realize what I did wrong. Alright. Which means I can actually get rid of this part. And instead do this. It definitely needs to be a faster timer. I probably shouldn't use slime since it's a limited resource. You know what? It might still need to be a pulse. Nope, that's not the right way. Whoa. Alright. Fantastic. So that should reach all the way over there, right? Yep. That actually might be slow enough. Maybe. And then the problem over here is that those need to be constantly powered, which would normally be fine. Okay. I would like to have... You know what? I'm going to steal the redstone block for a little bit. That was a mistake. Still going to steal the redstone block, but... It'll be fine. It'll be fine. I didn't just break it. Totally. I'm going to do this. I placed that wrong. I'd like to have that on my hotbar, please. There we go. So I guess what I could do instead is this. Whoa. What was the issue there? Rude. Why are trapdoors causing so many issues? Pistons? Just fine. I can work with pistons. Why? What? Why? Okay, you know what? Give. Ah. Let's try a different solution. Let's instead... Ah! Okay, that's not what I wanted to do. Let us instead put a piston here with redstone. Guess we could trail down redstone. Ow. Let's go ahead and do that. Trail it down. I need a redstone block. Okay. I guess it's time to see if we truly are out of redstone or not. Because if we are, then we're going to go into the mines. Ah. Alright. You know what? How much of this can I just take to storage? I could take a fair chunk of the cobble, any of the diorite and granite I can take. Then I could drop off those. And then we're good. Then we can just drop these off in storage, then we can head to the mines. Honestly, going into the mines today was not part of the plan, but that's fine. Well, we need to double check to see if we actually do need to go, but I think we do. Cobble, granite, diorite. I'll keep the dirt on me just in case if I need a pillar somewhere. No. 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 No? Okay, now I need to go to my smokers upstairs and see if I legitimately am out of beef. If I am, I have other food, which is fine. But that also means I need to prioritize breeding up my cows. Okay, cool. We are not out yet. But I do need to do that soon. The Endermen have been going haywire. Jeez. Alright. I'll put this beef in storage. Just so it's not taking up extra room in my inventory for no reason. I do not need 4 buckets on me at a time. 1, sure. I should probably fill it with water before I go down, but... There we go. And I can put away the extra coal. I have a lot of coal. Alright, redstone. I mean... I definitely will soon. Especially since I... Oh, right. I need to get a dispenser elevator, item elevator made as well. Which is going to take a fair chunk of redstone torches, if I remember correctly. Just gonna put that there. Okay, yep, I understand. Stop it, stop it, stop it, stop it, stop it. Why are you just always up now? That is a sticky piston, right? That is indeed a sticky piston. What's going on? I'm fairly certain redstone can be stickied, right? I mean, that's not a good example because... Actually. Yeah, it can be stickied. What's going on then? Why are you stuck? What is going on? I mean, it could work. It's just not. And because it needs to be constantly powered in order for it to keep those closed, having a constant, like a redstone block would be nice since, well, the torches have been being odd. Okay, for now, I'm just gonna break that so you stop hearing the click. Ow. We want it. How do I want to do this? Oh, you know what? You're not wrong. I do not have an off and on switch. So... Huh. And the other problem with using a lever, with it being directly connected to this, it would mean I would need to babysit this, so we'd actually end up collecting things. I guess another way we could do it, it would just be a little bit more expensive, is right underneath here have a hopper minecart going around. I can see that working, actually. You know what? That's actually something I know how to do better than the other way. So I'm gonna do that. That's what I was thinking, because I even tested it out with this one, and it's sticking to this one when I break this one. So I don't know why it wasn't sticking to the other one. That's not how it's supposed to work, but that's what was happening. I could probably put obsidian here, or right underneath here, because that would stop the pistons, and it would still have the same effect. I might do that, actually. Alright. Okay. I don't think anything would break if I did attempt to put in hopper minecart. As far as I'm aware. Or, I guess, a singular hopper minecart. It would just be a little loud, and we'd need to figure out the landing pad redstone part of it, but I don't think it'll be too bad. I don't remember. Oh, dang it. How to make rails off the top of my head. I'm fairly certain it's 6 iron and 1 stick, and then 6 gold and redstone and a stick. Fairly certain. And we have a whole bunch of hoppers, so I'm not concerned about that one. I need to have some redstone. Let's see if I remember. If not, I can always... do it differently. I kind of need actual redstone before I do that. Hey, I actually remembered. Alright, cool. And I need a minecart. This might not be enough rail. We'll see. We shall see. I just now realized this is going to be a little bit of a pain. But that's fine. Because I can break this. Because we'll just get more. Plus, if there's a whole entire hopper minecart system, we don't even have to worry about the water. You know what? I think that's an overall win. If I can get it to work. I don't think it'll break anything. But then again, you never know. Unless you are a redstone expert, then you might know, but I do not. And it's going to be right up against this. And then right up to there. Which means I can get... Ah! Alright, fine. I'll go around. Which means I can technically get rid of all of the hoppers right here. There we go. Hopper minecart. Need the rail. And the power rail. It'd be better the other way. Ah! Alright. Guess I'm falling. There we go. Nope. 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 Stop it. You're gonna go all the way over here. Nope. Stop it. Let's see here. I made what? 18? I think? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I just need 12 more? Dang it. Alright. 12 more isn't too bad. I didn't keep everything I had on me, but that's fine. Let's see here. Gold. I just need 2 more batches. Might as well keep it on me for now, just in case. Go over, come back. It'll go down. Ow. Rude. I say as I'm the one that succumbed to gravity. Please. There we go. Alright. Do we need... I know we need a powered rail. Actually. And because this is the end, and it'll already be going relatively fast by that point, I think we can spare 2. I think we can spare 2. Because we're going to want a few, so we can actually get it all started up. It'll stop, be right up against this. You know what? Let's do this instead. So it's actually on the flat block. I know we're going to need a comparator. We have an extra comparator. We're also going to need... Oh, really? Thank you for the heads up. So let's switch those around. Because it should keep its speed relatively well. I also need to have this powered. Good thing I have a whole lot of redstone torches. And I'll just... Not... Yes, sir? They are powered. You know what? We can have it go around just so we can... Why did you stop? Okay, you stopped because I was there. That time. It might need to go over one so it has an actual block instead of just a piston. I'd believe that. So instead, let's... That's right underneath that. I don't want... You know what? We'll have to block there. Bop, bop. Dang it. Alright. I'll use stone instead. That's the final one. So put a redstone there. There we go. Dang it. No. Here, here. Okay, yeah, it's just because it wasn't an actual full block. It'll go down, stop, until that is actually fully powered. I know this has a comparator to compare if there's basically if there's any items in there. So allow it to sit on top of all right. A hopper. Wait, no, it doesn't need to be on a hopper, it just needs to be on a chest. So you can put it on a double chest. It can stay there. Barrel? A barrel would work better. A barrel would indeed work better. There we go. Do I have a barrel? I know I have chests on hand. I have an overload of chests, but barrels, I don't think so. So let's do this. Okay, that works. It'll go down. Anything that is in the hopper minecart will go in. Then it'll launch when it's done. Or at least that's the hope, because if we just let it continuously go on a loop, it won't drop as many things as we would want it to drop off. And then the main problem... Okay, I'm going to need to drop this down by... at least 3 blocks. Hold on. Hold on. Hi, Enderman. What do you have? Alright. You have fun with that dirt block. I came over here for... something. Right. My pick isn't looking so great. I don't have another silk touch one, so I'm gonna have to repair it with this. But it should be fine for now. Do I have just a random thing of ladders somewhere? No. I do have a whole lot of sticks, though. You know what? I'm just gonna need a few ladders so I can get up and down in that area. Because it's not gonna be visible. As much as I wanted it to be visible at some point, I realized that no. Because I'm not following a tutorial directly, and I'm just doing my best with the knowledge I have and occasionally looking a few things up, it's not very pretty. So I'll be fine with creating something else in this area. Or to cover it up more so. Unless I somehow find a way to make it pretty. Which, you know what? If I somehow do that, then hooray. I will be confused. There we go, so we're not trapped. You know what? Yes, you are absolutely correct, and I also really need to empty my inventory of some of the things I haven't. I forgot how many lava buckets I had. I'm gonna grab those real quick and put those in a chest, because I don't think we need that much lava on hand right now. But you know what? We have lava for whenever we get dripstone. Because when we get dripstone, I'm gonna make a lava duplicator just so I always constantly have lava. Sure, I have places where I can get lava because I have the lava pool upstairs, and then of course the nether, but it doesn't hurt to have the lava duplication. It's definitely a lot safer than other forms of getting lava. There we go. I need to light that up. Alright. And with this one, I'm definitely going to have to keep an eye on it. At least for a little bit. Because I don't think I'm going to put too much storage the first go around. Because I don't know how efficient it's going to be. Definitely not going to be the most efficient, but you know what? I'll be happy if it works. Especially since I'm not too upset with having to bone meal moths from time to time. But if this is going on in the background constantly, I don't think I'll need to worry about that at all. There we go. Okay, I probably don't need to do the entire area, but why not? Gives us more room in general. And it doesn't hurt anything. It's not like any of the blocks down here are tied to any redstone charge. And because I did actually make a hopper clock over there, I might want to either have it attached to over here or make another one over here. I might just... Oh, you know what? It might not work, but I think I might have thought of a way to where we can have a kill switch. Because I know usually the kill switch is directly tied to basically getting everything started, but if we were to have a powered block on top of the opposite hopper, so that way there's no items going to either of them, it'll just constantly stay in one state, so it's not updating. So this wouldn't get updated, so it wouldn't send out a redstone pulse, making it stop. That's if the logic of that is correct. And I think it is, but who knows? Because I thought the logic with the trapdoors would also work, and it did not. I was, in fact, very incorrect. Even though I was using the same thing I did over there. Don't know what happened. Don't know why they were freaking out. The redstone torches in particular. trapdoors were just kind of there. Yeah, the more I think about it, the more I'm really confused. So if any of you guys know the reason why it is the way it is, please let me know. But why is it that the system here where you have redstone on top of this block with a torch over here is all working, it's all functional. When the redstone block comes over, all the torches are disabled and all that jazz, and everything's fine and dandy. But when I tried to do the same thing for the trapdoors, it ended up with the redstone torches, well, causing the trapdoors to panic, and then it would restart the process of them fizzling out. Because that legitimately is confusing just because of the fact that it worked over there. So you'd think that if it wasn't going to work, it just wouldn't work in general. It might have something to do with the trapdoors themselves, but I don't know why it would be different than a piston. Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. I guess what I could also do is have it run over a few chests so it spreads it out. But the main issue with that is that then I'd have to check every single chest just to see if I have moss on hand, which isn't necessarily the most efficient thing. I'm just gonna... There we go. Alright. It'll go over there. And then... I don't have the hoppers on me. Hold on. Hopper. I also need chests. That'll just be 2 double chests, which will be fine for a starting setup, but it's definitely not good long term, because I'm really going to have to keep an eye on it. And then we also need some of it to go into composters, which I also don't have on hand. Where in the world did I put them? Did I put them in here? I did. Ow. I got to drop this further. Hold on. I still have the sticks on me. I can still make more ladders. That is not a crafting table. That should be fine. Okay. I know technically I don't need to be dropping all of this down, but I'm going to at least drop this section down. The parts that actually have chests and composters. Did I... You know what? Before something happens, how about let's light that up? That would have been unfortunate. There we go. So what I'm thinking of doing... You know what? I'm just going to do that. Because I don't think it's going to produce that much, I'll just do that for now. If it does end up producing a lot more than I think it would, then we'll approach that when it gets there. Maybe just because of that reason, I might want to... Hold on. Let's... need to be in line, so follow this block. There we go. It should be fine. As long as they're pointed down, that should work. Does mean I need to bring it down by 2 more. So I need another ladder. This is probably the more expensive way to do it, but you know what? If it works, it works. I'd probably be more concerned about it if I did not have an iron farm. But it's fine. Because I, in fact, have an iron farm. And all of this, I'm going to send up and around, and hopefully by the time that I'm actually going to need a whole lot of bone meal, if for some reason I don't have enough bone meal, it'll have gone through and filled up all of the things that it needed to. But if it doesn't, again, I'm not too worried. I have a skelly farm with an overabundance of... You know what? I'm going to move you over there. With overabundance of bones. So, I think I'll be fine. There we go. Let's put double chest. That's going to collect the bone meal. I'm going to have another hopper underneath that going into a dispenser, or a dispenser chain more so. And it'll go all the way over until it gets over into the dispenser up top where the entire machine will work. Do I entirely know how to do this? No. Will I learn? Yes. I also need to put the copper away. There we go. Uh-oh. I really need to figure out a better storage. I don't think I have a bad storage, but it's running low on space with certain items. Cobblestone and stone. I came up here not only to empty my inventory, but to also grab iron. I had iron. I'll grab chests. I'm actually low on chests. Dispensers require bows, which I know I'm not low on. Just need to go over to my skelly farm so I can grab said bows. And it is nighttime, so I need to sleep. So I'll sleep, head over to the skelly farm, grab... I'd say an inventory's worth of bows. I think that'd be a fine amount. It's not even going to be a full inventory's worth. But it'll be enough to hopefully make enough dispensers. No. There we go. Hi, creeper. Alright. I thought that creeper was genuinely going to explode. But it didn't, so we're fine. Alright. But yeah, I'm not concerned about bone meal. And as much as I want to grab bone meal to make sure everything continues to run and everything, I kind of need to have inventory space in order to get all the bows. And I'm mostly going to focus on ones that aren't enchanted. Again with the random glowing. Alright. I mean, it doesn't hurt anything, but... Something that I probably should do at some point is make a sorter actually go through and have it so it sorts out bones and arrows and then keeps everything else, and then just have it go into lava. Because at this point, I have a lot of random things. I'll probably also do the same with the glowing sacks, since I don't have a farm for those, and I don't have a whole lot of them. And I think the only ones that I do have are from that exact farm. Oh, that's a thing of sand. I was gonna say, what in the world? What do you have in your hand? Because for a second I thought it was, I think, yellow glazed terracotta. And I would be really confused and concerned. For many reasons. Alright. Gonna drop those off. Doesn't need iron. Maybe. Redstone. That's droppers. Do they have to be fully repaired? I don't think they do. You know what? I know. Okay, I just have to do it manually. That makes sense, because you can't stack bows. I can only make 5 more. Alright. Ow. I forgot I need to make at least 1 more hopper. Put away the chests. Dang it. There we go. I'm gonna need way more hoppers than that, but I have a lot of wood on me, so we'll be fine. It'll go over. I'm gonna need another comparator. Oh well. Okay, good. Fairly certain that's facing the right way. Right? I can actually... Well, if I was further up, I'd be able to just look up to see. Fairly certain it's facing the right way. Yes, yes it is. Ow. I'm gonna need at least 10 more, I think. Do I have more redstone? Yes, I have, I think, 2 more redstone blocks just on hand that isn't part of just keeping the line of redstone blocks. Once we get to a point where there's only 1 redstone block per area of the top row, then I'll say we don't have redstone, because sure, we can use that redstone, but I would like to keep those there. I'm making the dispensers, it's fine. I also need cobblestone. I'll do... I mean, I'm close. I am very close to 10. Where is it? There we go. Hopefully that's enough. If it is, hooray. If it isn't, well, dang it. Alright. Where is... Whoa. How about let's not almost fall into a hole that I don't want to be in. I am off by only a little bit. Oh, that is frustrating. So I need, I think, legitimately 1 more. Wait, no, I could probably go directly into a hopper and it'll be fine. Maybe. Because it's right there. No, I do need one more. You know what? I'm just gonna clear this out till there. And now I need to make the hoppers. Out. Out. For now, I'll just put the bows away. No, I need one more. Right. One more, and then I can put the bows away. Bop, bop, bop. Glass dispenser. I know this is gonna be way too many. But you know what? I'd rather be prepared. Actually, 13 might not be enough. I might need to grab more iron. Ah! Ow. That hurt. Okay. Just so I can actually get around. I'm gonna do that. Oh no. I think that would legitimately kill me if I did drop from that height. So it's not. But where did you drop? Where did it? Did I grab it? Or did it fall on the side? Okay, I think I grabbed it. I had 13. I only placed one. I didn't grab it. Where is it? Oh, it's right over here. Okay. I don't think that this is going to be enough hoppers. It's gonna. All right. Ow. You know what? I'm gonna double check to see if that still works. Yep, still works. Good. Just wanted to make sure. Okay. There we go. Come on. I need to go this way. There we go. Mm-hmm. All right. Ow. I don't want to die from fall damage, please. All right. So we have the hoppers going all the way up, around, feeding into that dispenser. And I can get rid of these because those were just scaffolding. Alright. If it works properly, that should be good. I don't remember how to make it better. I know it has 3 redstone torches. Do I have more redstone torches on hand? I do. Oh wait, no, I already have one. Alright, fantastic. That'd be expensive, but I probably could do something with observers. You know what? I'll grab them. It needs to go all the way up. No, I need you to observe this. I'll put in you. It's powered. How would I end up doing this? Nope, that's not what I wanted to do. I wish I knew more about how the redstone torch towers work. But you know what? I will learn. And I would like to not use stone as the scaffolding. I mean, I could use cobblestone. I think I want to use deep slate, though, just because it'll be easier to see. I know cobblestone is very different than normal stone, but I like the contrast. Where in the world? Deep slate. That works. That indeed works. And if I'm wrong on this, then I need more redstone dust, or if I just need more redstone dust in general, then I'm gonna need to go mining. Okay, you know what? No. I'm gonna go over there and test it out there first. Just so I can see. Because I know it does that, and I'm fairly certain that if given any power around it, or more so. I love steak. Oh, you're good. You're completely fine. Wait. Okay, I'm gonna need to go mining. Because I need a redstone block. I think this is exactly what we can do. Because it's powering each of the individual ones. Okay, I think that'll work. What do you mean? What did I do backwards? Because if you have any tidbits, I would love to know them. Oh, this storage is atrocious. Seriously? Really? You can make it a full straight line. Oh, no. You're good. You're good. You can make it a full straight line. It would work. What are you saying that in regards to? A full straight line for what? I think I might need to just buck up and make and put down another few chests. The redstone? Are you talking about the redstone torch tower? Or are you talking about the redstone up here? Because I'll admit, it is very wonky. I really hope that when that powers, it doesn't. You know what? If it does affect it, it would only be for a blip, so it'd be fine. Ah. It definitely could be. The only reason it's like this is because originally there was going to be pistons. I mean, there's a piston here, but... Oh, the first one? May I ask how? I didn't know that one was directioned. Because I know that... You know what? I'll go back down. I'll go back down, place it down. Because if we have it like this, does it have to be in a specific direction? Alright. Thank you for the heads up. Wait a minute. Why is this taking a minute for my brain to wrap around this? Doesn't that mean that we'd only need this side? Honestly, that'd probably be better. Alright. Thank you. Because I was going off of what I remember seeing in the past with other redstone contraptions. Because I don't think I myself have I don't think I have used a torch tower personally. And if I have, it was a long enough time ago that I don't recall it. Okay, you know what? I'm just gonna grab all of this since I'm already gonna be heading back into storage. Okay, let's do that. That is understandable. I can see that. With the majority of the redstone that I've done in the past, I've used tutorials unless I know how it works myself and I'm able to just go off of memory. But with this one, I glanced at a tutorial before the first session of starting the redstone. And by glanced, I mean just basically getting the dimensions, and even then, I got the dimensions wrong because I started doing it on my own. I don't necessarily have a reason for that. I just forgot to watch the tutorial before it was go time on stream. So I was like, you know what? Let's see how much I know. Let's see how well I can do it. And now it's kind of become a challenge for me. So, trial and error. Am I missing anything? I have sticks, I have coal, I have food, torches. I should be fine. And I need, at the very least, probably maybe 30 more redstone, but we'll see how much we can get. It's been a while since I've been down one of these. I'm most likely going to end up coming across some of the caves I've already been down, but there's a chance we could find something new. You know what? We're in a safe enough place that I'll just have torches in my offhand. If we find a cave, I'll put the shield in my offhand. And hopefully no skellies or anything. Why is that one off? Hold on. Weird. Let me expand that. Alright. Do you like hardcore? Yes. The last few sessions, so before I had a PC incident where I lost my last survival world, I had a different... Oh, gold. I had a different Let's Play going on that was fully just normal survival. And then after that, I went on to do, I believe, 3 hardcore worlds. I didn't do the best at them, but it definitely wasn't the worst. Some of them I actually survived longer than I thought I would. And I will say, it's a lot of fun to do hardcore worlds. I think my only thing is that the very last hardcore world I was in was so unfortunate. It was probably one of the most unfortunate runs I've had. Because it did not last long. Because I accidentally died and finished a hardcore world. And then after that, because I still had enough time, I decided to make a new one. And I ended up dying right at the end of that stream. And it was so sad because I just started that one. Alright, I've already explored this place. Maybe. I don't entirely know what that is still. I know it's an SMP of sorts, but I don't know what it all entails. Plus, if I am going to be doing anything that involves other people in Minecraft that isn't on one of the minigame servers or something like that, it's most likely going to be with Bun, Blue, Sage Knight, and Miro. Because I know how to... I know those people. You had to crouch to pull up your shield? Oh no. Dude, that'd be very interesting. That sounds extremely chaotic. Oh, there's lava popping somewhere. Ooh. You know, I'll take the lapis. I don't know how much of that I have on hand. Eek. There we go. That's far enough away. I mean, I'll take the lapis, but that's not what I'm looking for. I'll also take the diamonds. You know what? Thank you. Oh, pretty diamonds. May not have been what I was searching for, but I won't complain. I might need to make a crafting table just to condense down the lapis. Jeez. I think the most chaotic run of Minecraft I've had, or maybe chaotic moment more so, was when... Or at least this is one I can recall anyway. Was actually in my last Let's Play of Minecraft that wasn't hardcore, or this one. So it was technically one of the first playthroughs I was doing on this channel. And I needed to get spider eyes. So I was staying up throughout the night so I can kill spiders. Wait, it wasn't spider eyes. I needed string. Alright, I guess we're going down with that one. And let's just say I found a lot of baby zombies. Of course, there was mostly normal zombies, but the amount of baby zombies I had that night was scary. Alright, you know what? I'll take it. Give. Nice. Okay, I'll be honest, I haven't tried the spear yet. I can easily make one, but I haven't made one or used one yet. Mainly because I'm not entirely certain how I'd want to use it. Kind of the same reason why I don't use maces all that often. Because it's a specific type of... Ooh, diamonds. It's a specific type of fighting style that I don't think I'd find myself using unless I was with others doing PvP. Oh, really? Oh, that sucks. Well, that's good to know. So be mindful of heights. Got it. Is there any other... No, I don't see any other redstone. Oh, bat. Nope. We should be. Hello, Redstone. Oh, come on. I probably should have looked before I jumped, but come on. I didn't want to be down here. Interesting. Alright. Oh, this is the partially explored cave. I thought that was gonna drop me down into a hole. I should probably have my shield on my offhand. Hi, zombie. No. Go away. Go away. Whoa. Alright. Random lag spike. Water, diamonds. Alright. And an amethyst. I would gladly take that. I need to light you up before something else comes around, but... Alright. You know what? Just gonna... do that. I don't have signs on me. Alright. Have fun. I can't believe I found a amethyst here. Uh-oh. Diamonds, right. Give me the pretty diamonds. Thank you. I have 43 diamonds. I'll take it. Alright, I'm gonna quickly make up blocks of lapis. And you know what? I'm gonna continue going down, getting more redstone until either my inventory's full or until... Where did I come from? Or until I run into something that I don't want to take on at the moment. Where in the world is... I went down, lit this up. I think it was over there. Was it over here? That's lava, so I don't think it was, because I didn't come into contact with lava. So it's somewhere over here. There we go. Oh, squid! You know what? I have enough lapis. No, I'm not going to do that. I'll just make it so it's easier to see from over here. And put torches. Well, that's not what I want. There we go. I guess today's my lucky day. Come on, redstone. I might actually need to... Well, I guess I wouldn't need to make diamond blocks until I have 3 stacks, but... This is definitely a good diamond haul. What was that? I didn't see it pop up on subtitles, so I must have just misheard something, but for a half a heartbeat, I thought I heard a zombie piglin. I was really confused. I'm going farther than I did last time, so I'm going to assume that when I hit that last cave, I ran out of torches and probably went back. I was like, I'll explore it there. And just never did. I'm most likely gonna run out of space. But that's fine. Over a stack of diamonds. 70 diamonds. This is the best stretch of area of mined in a little bit. There we go. I need to condense that down. There we go. And condensing the iron and gold will do nothing, so those can stay just normal ore. The redstone, on the other hand, there we go. How many spaces do I have? I have only one open slot. And if I find something when my inventory is full, then I'll get rid of the rotten flesh, but unless I find a cave or something, I'll just turn around. Okay. Inventory's full and haven't found anything. Alright. You know what? That was a good little mining excursion. And technically, well, how did I miss that one thing of diamonds? Alright. I'll take it. Don't know how I just ran by that without seeing it the first time, but here we are. I need to get a sign. So that way I can label this run as, hey, there's an amethyst in a cave somewhere down here. And another thing I could probably label is I could go further, but it'll be fine. Yeah, you know, it's a good little excursion. I will be honest, it's probably probably the best mining excursion I have had, but it was definitely not one that was planned. You know what? That can be turned into sticks. It was this one. Let's arrow. Let's do. You know what? No. I'll do it up here. Amethyst. That away. If we end up finding more things down there, we can always edit the sign. Uh, you know what? I'm just gonna place those there because I do need to have signs down here in case I do find stuff for exactly that purpose. And you know what? There. Having a crafting table down there doesn't sound like a bad idea. I don't know why I didn't have a crafting table down there. I have one in the other mining section. At least I'm fairly certain. But not there. Okay, after I drop things off, I do want to check our iron farm just to see how it's doing. Fairly certain I checked on it last time we had a session in this world. But it never hurts to check. And it's mainly because of the poppies. We have a fair chunk of gold. You know what? I'll keep the redstone on me. We have a fair chunk of lapis. And you know what? That's a comfortable amount of diamonds. I'm happy with that. You know what? This one's not fully filled yet. There we go. And then gravel. We could put the rotten flesh away. And now we have the redstone that we need. A lot less torches, but we do have the redstone that we need. With how many poppies there are from the Iron Golem farm, I might need to just make a small dump site that I can just... Oh, that's not the right floor. That I can just put in, like, put it in like a barrel or a dispenser, and it'll automatically just go through and spit it into lava. Okay, I think I did clear out the poppies last time I was here, so we'll be fine. We'll turn these into blocks, though. You know what? No, I'll just bring that upstairs. We never have to worry about being too low on red dye, though. Unless my entire double chest of poppies disappear, I think we'll be fine on red dye. I say that, and somehow, in some way, I'm either going to lose it or end up needing a whole lot of red dye. Don't know why. But who knows? I almost have an entire double chest of poppies. Jesus. Alright. We have the redstone. Fairly certain all of the rest of the needed redstoning blocks are already in here. Because I don't remember putting them away. Let's do that. That. I put away the deep slate, so I'll just get over it. How do I want to do this? Okay, I'm gonna get rid of this. You know what? I can have it over here, right? Without it causing issues? Yes, because there's a block gap. Fantastic. Where is my scaffolding? It's not in there. Is it in the other chest? It is. Ow. There we go. Ow. Dang it. Bop, bop, bop. Then I can break that one. There we go. Uh, okay, that's going to cause issues. Well, you know what? Let's do it the other way around. Because if we do it the other way around, we're just going to need to drop the floor by a little bit. Which I would rather do than fix my hoppers. Alright. So let's put... That's going to break all of those, but it's fine. Dang it. That's not enough. There we go. You know what? I'll worry about that later. I'm going to place these down, and then I'll worry about it. I'm still going to have to worry about it. Why? Dang it. Dang it, dang it, dang it. It powers the block above it, so it would have been fine the other way around. Oh well. We live and we learn. At least this time will be easier. Place. There we go. How do I want to do this part? I like how I dug out an area just so it'd be enough for the storage area, and I ended up digging all the way to the wall on this side. I do find that funny. Let's do this. You know what? Let's put you here. I'm gonna need a repeater. I made way too many repeaters. Alright. You know what? That's not quite right. Actually, I do want to see it, what exactly that does. Hold on. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. I should not be surprised. Alright. It'd probably be better if this... I don't know what that does. I know if I use an observer, at the very least, it would give a double click. But we want a repeated click until there's nothing in here. I'm fairly certain we can achieve that with this, but I'm not entirely certain on how. Okay. I'm positive it's only going to be with the block below. So if you power the block below, that's... Alright. That's not what I want to do, but I guess that works. How do I want to do this? I don't know. Is this even going to work? Hold on, wait a minute. These are dispensers, not droppers. I mean, I can make a few droppers to see if it does it better. I don't think it'll change anything, but... Wait, what? Why? You know what? I wouldn't have expected it to contain a dropper in the recipe. You know what? I'll take it. I finally have the autocrafter recipe. Alright. You know what? That's actually really good. I'm most likely going to need that at some point. Specifically with my iron farm. Just so I don't have to babysit it as much as I do, but I'm probably going to end up doing it the same either way. Okay. I'll do a test thing over here. Where? Alright. That's fine. I'll put down the droppers. Let's do 3 cobblestone. It didn't... So it's droppers that I needed, not dispensers. You know what? Today I learned that happens. Sure, the redstone that I have isn't fully functional, but I can at least fix the dispenser problem. Ah! Ow. Alright. I definitely wanted to fall all the way down. That was totally on my bucket list. Okay. 16. So I need 10 more droppers. Which shouldn't be too bad. I know I have the cobblestone on hand, and I definitely have the redstone on hand now, so... Okay, I think that's a little overboard. Especially since I only needed 10, but that's fine. I need to grab a little bit more cobble. There we go. No, I don't want you to be placed that way. No, come on. Work with me. No! Dang it. That seems like a bad idea. How about let's go down the ladder instead of just dropping to our doom? It may have been a dropper that I dropped, but I do not need to follow the ways of said dropper. That tends to be a bad idea. Please. Alright. I'm just gonna do that. There we go. Now that should work once we have the actual redstone up and running. Which is easier said than done. You know what? Don't know why those were in separate areas, but that works. You know what? I need the repeater. Then I need it to stop. And it is working. Okay, good. How do I want to do this? I mean, worst comes to worst, I could have it so it's always running, but I'm fairly certain that's not going to be great on the game's lag. Fairly certain the solution that I know would technically work is a bad idea. But you know what? Why not? I'll test it out just to make sure that it's all up and running. So let's do... You're facing the wrong way. Alright. Because technically this will work. Is it the best? No. Okay, let's stop that. Wait a minute. Well, that's another reason it won't work. It needs to be for a specific amount of time as well. Well, at least we have that knowledge. Never mind. A redstone clock would technically work as well. Because I know the basics-ish of how comparators work. Like, all in all, technically, I have no idea where the andesite is. It's somewhere. It's just one piece of andesite, and I'll find it when it's fully functional, and I can just go over there and grab it. But it's the fact that I need to get. You know what? Wait. If I do that, put redstone on here. That could work, actually. Wait. It's not a perfect workaround, sure, but it's one that I found. So, you know what? I'll take it. So what I'll do is get my trusty piston. Yeah. All right. Guess I'm down here. All right. I'm gonna need this covered up. So it's whenever it's updated. Wait. Really? So you mean that I don't have to use a redstone block for this? Wait. Wait. So I'm gonna put stick this in there. Cobblestone. I'm gonna need a repeater. So let's do that. I'm gonna put what about multiple items? Okay, works somewhat. But we're still running into the same issue. We at least have that part down. We just need to have a better way to have this whole system so it's not going off all the time. Oh, you know what? I'm kind of an idiot. Hold on. Let's make a hole over here. Let's do this, this. Will that still work? Oh wait, I forgot to delay it. Nope, needs to be longer. Alright. That's fine. I'll make it longer. There we go. Right. Why did it stop there? Is this not facing the right way? It wasn't facing the right way. Oops. One, two, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Do you think that's long enough? We can test it. Okay. Maybe not like that, but... Okay, I can slow it down. Okay, cool, cool, cool. I think I have the timer right. Okay, I think that is a good timer. We'll have another... I need another sticky piston. Sticky piston. And what I'll do is that I'll have it complete a circuit. Yeah! Good. I'm gonna need this to go over here. Oh, if I want it... Hold on. I need to drop that. Alright. So we're gonna want... Yes, okay. I had to think for a minute. This is going to be directly connected to a piston. When that piston is extended, it'll complete the circuit, which allows this timer to help with making sure that everything gets up. I need to move said timer because it's a little too close. So let's go ahead and fix that. Give. So let's figure out where we're going to put the thing. We could easily put it over here. So let me grab some cobble. Have it be right there. I don't think that's going to go into the piston like I'd want it to right now, right? Yeah, because it's not pointed directly at it. That's what I thought. And that's fine. Then I can do this. So that way when there is something in there, it goes down, it'll complete the circuit. Alright. We have that part done. And then we can go on to do this. You know what? I'm going to put a repeater here just so... I need to push this back. Just so we have enough of a charge. Because that is a decent area for it to be running in. Bop, 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 and bop, bop. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Okay, that should be good. And then let's go ahead and I'll put in 6 cobble. It's definitely not the most efficient, but you know what? It does legitimately work. No, I didn't want to do that. Okay. I just want to go in, grab the things that don't belong out in there. I put in 3, I put in 6. I need to check the dispenser up there. I might have also missed a few of the droppers, but... You know what? It legitimately works. I think I genuinely have that part down. Where is... There it is. Why is there water? I'm so glad there's not redstone right there. Why? No, I want to see why. No. Let me up. Please. Because I'd rather not have running water for no reason. Why? Okay, okay, that's why. Do, 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 do. I mean, it doesn't have to be pretty, so I can just use cobble. Alright, that should be fine. So that means when I break... Yep, I see no water. Fantastic. Ow. Alright. None of the water down here is broken, right? The fact that there's a random piece of redstone is concerning. But it all looks like it's functioning, so I don't know where that was originally. Because it spilled over the edges on that side, so it would have spilled over. I mean, it's still working technically, so I guess it's fine. You know what? I think I'm fine with having that running. It's functional. This is an entirely different thing, though. How am I going to do this one? I used my comparator down there. Dang it. Comparator. That's why I didn't remember what it cost. Because it contains quartz. But, nope, not in there, not there. You know what? It really does make sense why I put quartz in with redstone. Bop, bop, bop. Comparator. I know it'll technically run without this added. Technically. But I don't think it'll hurt. Not in the slightest. Alright. Let me grab this. Just so it can land where it needs to be. It's down. It's not going to do anything to this block. I need to be observing it itself, right? I mean, I guess... Oh, you know what? I could be observing the barrel. Hold on. Yeah, this is not going to have a proper walking area. The plan may have been to have a walking area and have this be all presentable, but it's fine. I would like this place to be lit. Thank you. Alright. I need to place it over here. I'm assuming that reverses it. You know what? I have a redstone torch. I have a redstone torch, and I would like to power the hopper. Is that hopper powered? Yes. Yes, it is. Lovely. Alright. That isn't right. I guess I could do the opposite of what I did down there. That'll work. I just need to make another sticky piston. Not two, just one. But yeah. Alright. You know what? I'm not gonna waste those slabs since this is not what I planned for. Alright. So essentially, we can have it where when it is powered, it's not having a current, which means I do want this to be this way by a little bit. Just so that way it's separated. Oh, that block. No, the block's still in there. Right. Repeater. I need a repeater. There we go. Repeater. Redstone dust. Oh, well. I guess that works. You know what? No. I'll put it right there, because I know I'm not going to break that down. When it's powered, that moves. It can complete a circuit. You know what? I can see if this works. It does not. Not surprised. However, let's do this. Does complete the circuit. Should. It should complete the circuit. Why is it not? What is so different about this? It's probably the fact that... Alright. Ah, yes. The best reason. If I have it go down, so bring this up by one. Let me do that real quick. And let's do piston, redstone, block. It'll cut that off. Okay, yep, that works. And then we can... move that over. So let's go ahead and do that. I'll put another repeater. It's obvious. No, it is powered. It's just acting like it isn't for some reason. Why are you doing this? Well... Okay. You know what? I'm going to move this part back. Gonna make you an actual block. Do I have extra hoppers? I have a extra hopper. Good. Up. Barrel. And now the one that I need to have powered isn't powered. Let's fix that. Up. Should be powered, correct? Yes. All right. Let's do that. I need to make more powered rails. Hold on. I did not keep the gold on me. I put it away. You know what? My inventory's fine enough that I can grab the materials and not run out of room. For now. Let's do this. I can put away 3. I have redstone. I have sticks. I don't have iron. Hold on. There we go. I don't need iron. Do I? I don't need iron. I don't know why I grabbed iron. There we go. Even though that was the perfect amount of iron if I wanted to make rails. Dang it. There we go. I'll put a hopper there. Goes out. Other way around. Other way around. Dang it. So I need you to be constantly out. Until proven otherwise. Alright. So instead... You know what? If I do this... Or, actually, no. This. That's not going to do anything for me, though. Not unless... I do it this way. I need to do it the other way, though. No, give. This way. Put a block down. Well, that's not what I wanted to have happen. Whoa. Alright. Okay, what is different from that and what I did over there? Ow. Dang it. Forgot there was a hole. Is it just the fact that it's having a lot of things touch it at once? Because if I go over here to this side, we have redstone torches, we have redstone. Ow. It's right below. Maybe that's it. I mean, I could try it out. Hold on. Where was I working? Over here. So it's right below. So we'll do this. Oh, it's extended. Unless... Okay, I think that's actually the reason. But then it's going directly into there, which isn't great. Then again, I could do this instead. So it's not going directly into the piston. So let's go ahead and put a stone slab in there. It creates the opposite effect. Makes it the sort of powered. That's the opposite of what I want. I want it to... Well, it's not even getting to there. Alright, I need to change that into normal rail. Do I have spare rail? Yes, I do. Fantastic. Let's go ahead and send it back out. We want it constantly... No. It'll work. Wait. It'll work the other way of where we had it. I think I was overthinking it. I confused myself with my own redstone. Alright. The barrel has nothing in it. Why? Oh, that's why. Because I was being a little bit of an idiot. Oh well. It happens. Did it fall into any of these hoppers? Good. Then we could do this. And let's say something's in there and it keeps it from being powered. It'll come back, stay there, it empties. It has a little bit of an issue, but I can fix that by... You know what? Come back. There we go. I could fix that by grabbing that and then putting a redstone torch. No. Ow. Alright, that wasn't what I wanted to do, but alright. Does that power the right one? Yes. Okay. Fantastic. So that should fix that issue. Bring it out. Gets pushed forward. Goes all the way over. Then it comes all the way back. Didn't have an issue starting up. Come back down. Stop. It'll be able to put any items. Should be able to put any items. Why aren't you putting items? I'm gonna pick that up real quick. I doubt it's because of that. Because that only works on hoppers. How? That is in fact a hopper minecart. It should be going down. And if I have a hopper here, it'll end up being powered because of the rail above it, so it would never end up stopping because the hopper would be locked. It wouldn't be grabbing anything. What is going on? Okay. Did I grab everything? I did. You're gonna come back and fall, then I can grab you. Come on. There we go. What is going on? Because it wasn't on a powered rail. It was on an unpowered powered rail, so we wouldn't. Thanks. So far, so good. Just this small hiccup. Fairly certain, last time I placed a chest here, I'm positive I cannot put... Yeah. That's what I thought. What is going on? Am I not remembering how these work? I'm fairly certain I'm not wrong. I'm just gonna put something in here so it remains off. Wouldn't that in turn power the hopper? That's a legitimate question. Alright. I was using a barrel because I couldn't place rail on top of the chest, and I was assuming that if I put a powered rail on top of a hopper, it would be locked. The funny thing is that this is the one thing that I have done in the past. But it seems it has been long enough that I forgot. Oh well. It happens. Thank you guys. Yeah. Alright, so I can do that. Do this. I mean, it didn't go out of there. So this is definitely one I want to power if I want to test it out. But you know what? Let's test it out a different way. Why are you not... I'm not... Am I not giving it enough time for it to slow down and drop something? I mean, maybe. Do I still have iron just in this general area? Only 3. I've used actually a lot of iron for this project. Okay. I'm just gonna do that. Yes, it'll make it so when it goes up, it'll have a harder time, but it might slow it down enough to where it can drop things. Okay. Oh? And what? Interesting. Thank you, Sage. Oh, okay. I guess that's going on an adventure. Okay, so Sage sent me an image of what I'm supposed to do. And you know what? I'm proud with what I did accomplish, but this is definitely something that I would have needed help on. So there we go. That's what we needed to do. I could just get rid of that. Uh-oh. Not there. So let's test it out after I place down a powered rail here. Where did it where did it go? I swear I grabbed it. Did I put it up here? Oh, I used it. My bad. Alright. Good to know. Thank you, Sage. Let's go ahead and put that there. So that's powered. It's gonna do that. So I can pick stuff up. Actually, that's perfect. Is it empty? It's empty. Okay. Yeah, that works a ton better than what I was doing. It actually does help when you go off of what the Redstone geniuses have already done. Because right now... Oh, okay. So the Redstone torch is powering the repeater, which is powering this block, which ends up powering the rail. The comparator's off, but once it detects that something's in there, it'll send redstone into here, turning off the redstone torch, which Okay, that makes sense. You know what? As long as I actually learned how that works, because I may have done this before, but I don't think I ever paid attention to how it actually worked. Hmm? Alright. You know what? All things considered, considering I have done the majority of this relatively on my own, with the help of you lovely people, I'm actually really proud of this. May not be the most efficient thing, may not be the prettiest either, but I at least kind of remembered how this worked. Tried to do it on my own before in the last session, but I forgot the key ingredients to how to do this, so I had to get a picture. But I did remember how to do that, and I got this part down as well. So, you know what? That is a plus. And that means we can. Uh oh. Uh oh. Uh oh. Uh oh. What's done is done. I just need to close them. Please don't say that broke anything. Did that break anything? Oh, it didn't. Oh, I got so lucky with my terrible mining. There we go. All right. I have a fair chunk of bone meal that we can start putting in. Why aren't you... Don't tell me I put it too far up. Do I have stone on hand? Why aren't you dispensing the way you need to be dispensed? You are a dispenser, right? Yeah, you're a dispenser. These are dispensers. A dropper wouldn't be the right one. But you're not... What in the world? I'm not the only one that's confused by this, right? This should be working. Right? Hold on. I'm gonna grab the bone meal. I have extra dispensers. I can make a button. I'm gonna go into an area that I'm fine with getting all mossed up. If I can grab some moss. Moss. I'll put that away. Alright. Let's put steak back on our hotbar. And I'll go... I want to do it in a place I already need to dig out. I guess I could just kind of dig out a small area over here. Because either way, it needs to be... What, 4 tall? And then we need moss. Dispenser. You should be able to dispense, right? Because if you're too close, you're not going to do anything. And if there's stone all the way around, you're still not going to do anything. Does it need to be right up next to it? I don't think so. What is going on? Why? I've used dispensers before. Why is this not working the way? Dispenser in Minecraft. For what? 1 dot... Are we in 21? Yeah, 21.11. Is there... I mean... Weird. On the... what do you mean on the side? Oh, put the stone on the side? If I put the stone on either side, and if that works, then I won't be able to use this type, but... That's not it. What do you mean by on this? Oh, you mean like sideways? I mean, I could test it out. Doesn't hurt. That is the wrong way. I don't think... Like, if this does it, then count me surprised, but that's what I thought. Because just going off of memory of the last time I did make one of these, we had the dispenser up top. What is going on? Do you guys know what's going on? Because I'm fairly certain this dispenser is supposed to actually dispense something when there's items in it and it has a redstone charge. At least that's how it's been since as long as I can remember. I'll put this cobble away just so I have some inventory space. Is it not long enough? I mean, I could put a delay. You know what? I don't need to have it like that anymore. I am going to want the repeater, though. That's definitely not it. So I'm glad that's not what it is. At the very least. Then what is it? Because it's showing the particle effect when it's going to be using something. Maybe... You know what? I have dispensers on me. And I know a few places I can test out water. Maybe not the most safe place since there's bees everywhere, but it's just for experiment, so it should be fine. Works with water. Why is it not working with bone meal? I'm almost 100% positive that it's not a dropper I'm supposed to be using, because that'll just drop the item. I could definitely I mean, I could test it out, but I don't think that's gonna help our situation. Did they change how it works? I'm positive this is just gonna drop the... I forgot to grab the bone meal. Oh? Directly into the side? That's also 1.19 though. And why right into the side? That is... Wait. You know what? Let me test it out. If it works, it works. I'll be really confused, but the worst that happens is I just have to fix the wiring up there. Ow. Dang it. Then again, in the past few updates, besides adding the one crafting tables, I don't think much redstone stuff has changed since then. I don't think. At least from what I can recall. Then again, I don't remember each specific update's quirks. I definitely remember highlights, but we'll see. I'm 100% certain this one will just drop the item, but might as well still test it while I have it out. Yep, just drops. Good, I'm not crazy. Nope, nope, it needs to be directly into the side. Let's do bop. I need the stone button. What in the world? What? Why? I've had it work when it's over the top. Why is it? You know what? You know what? That's fine. That's fine. It at least works. Thank you, Sage, so much. Why in the world? Oh. Oh. That's concerning. I don't know where a creeper dropped. Secondly, I guess the Endermen are stacking the blocks now? They got tired of putting them in random places. Alright. How? Dang it. Alright. First things first. Can I I cannot. Let's put those away. I don't need that many dispensers on me. And let's fix this. I am going to need... Actually, I might not need more hoppers. Let's go do that. There we go. I'm gonna need one more hopper. Ow. Alright. Let's go ahead and make another hopper. Do I have chests on me? I do. Fantastic. I'm still so confused. I could have been wrong about my memory. Don't get me wrong, that has happened before. But that feels really odd to me. Come on. There we go. Now it should be able to go all the way around, down, into the dispenser. Redstone, on the other hand, we need to grab and drop. You know what? Do I have... Where did I put my sponge? I know I don't need to use sponge. I can just block it off, break the trapdoors and place blocks there, but it's fine. Where did I put it? If I were me, I would have left it in one of the furnaces upstairs, wouldn't I? Either that or I didn't put it away properly. Furnaces. Anything? Did I put them in with the prismarine? I guess that kind of counts as a way. I feel like I should have put it in my valuables chest because I only have 6? I have rails in there. Good to know. Not there. That's glass. Did I put it on this side? And if so, where? Why? Okay. Where is it? Didn't I open a chest that had glass on this side? I did. Where was it? There we go. And that's just wool. Where in the world? Where in the world would I have put my sponge? That's expensive. I already checked this, but I might as well double check. No, not in there. Oh, did I put it? This is why we can't have nice things. I really need to fix that. Ow. I do not. I should probably get one at some point, though. But I have not gotten an ender chest just yet. You know what? Okay, the dispenser is working. I would like to grab all of these so they stop flipping. That works. So now if I do this, glass. Glass. Wait. I just had glass on me. Dang it. Because the top of the moss needs to be open. Otherwise it won't bone meal. And technically, as long as we're going by grass logic, glass counts as open air, right? Right? I mean, if it doesn't, then I'll learn the hard way, but fairly certain. Because if you cover a grass block for long enough, you know what? I need to cover that up. Just so items don't fall over there. If I remember well enough, if you put a normal block on a grass block, it will eventually just turn into dirt. But if you put glass over a grass block, then it'll remain grass. So I can put that back in. And you're not working. Why? Okay, I need to grab my Silk Touch pick real quick. Silk Touch. Bop. go. Ah! Ow. Alright. Okay, I think I know what I need to do. I think I know what I need to do. I think I know what I need to do. I need a normal piston. Okay. Normal piston. Do I have normal pistons? Yes, I do. I need a normal piston. Put away the sticky one. I'm gonna need the redstone repeaters. Up we go. Okay, what I can do is I can have this one on the same one, but on a delay. I don't have stone on me. I have granite, though. That works. No, that's not the right way. Let's do that. And that's the main problem, is that that's why we need the... That's why we need the water. However... Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Gotta quickly put this up. And then... If we want water anywhere... I mean, technically if it was waiting, but it would only be on the sides. That won't catch all of it. However, it's 7, right? Maybe? At the very least, it gets the majority of it. It would be better if it was centered, though. If it's right here, we're missing 3 blocks. I can lift this up and still have it work. No, I can't. But that'll work. It just means that every once in a while, that hopper will lock, which should be fine. I can see it causing issues, though. Okay, let's just see how the water flows. Oh, you know what? Fair point, fair point. Fair point. That'll at least get the majority. But then the main issue is that we're gonna run into the same trapdoor problem. But we're gonna have to power this instead, so I can go downstairs. Ow. Ow, that's not where I wanted to fall, but alright. Yeah. This entrance about there. Oh, but that's a problem. I wouldn't be able to do it from below. I'd have to do it from above. Ow, dang it. I should really eat before I die. Alright. Up we go. And it's gonna end up being triggered anyway. Plus, it would have to be on the inside. Because that's not gonna work. We'd have to have a piston system in order to have this type work. But we need to have water here somewhere. Repeater. Let's move that torch. We need click and then piston. There we go. That should legitimately work. Fantastic. At least on that front. And then what we can do is do a similar thing over here. And more dispensers in here. I'm just gonna need one. I'm gonna need it to be a double click. Okay, I'm gonna do this just so water doesn't spill over. And then we can put right here a dispenser. We can have a line over. Gonna put the torch on the side here. And break that. I don't have an observer on me. Hold on. Observer, so we can have that double click. Nope, dang it. Good. We can put a repeater. I need the repeater to be further. No! Dang it. Ah! Mm-hmm. Okay. Gift. Thank you. we want to double click. But because of that... Okay. Okay. Let's go ahead and take this. Dang it. Nope. Give. Piston. Water. Doesn't give the double click. Why aren't you giving the double click? Okay, a better way to do it would be to move this delay it before it goes through. Too quick. And that gets rid of the double click. Okay, let's grab that water again. It needs to be deet. I could put it on its own clock, technically. But the problem with doing that is that the likelihood of it being timed correctly is not great. How do I want to do this? I need a double click. I mean, there is something going through my mind that might work, but it's definitely not going to be the best in the world. But we'll see. So we need to have it, of course, delayed the first time. We'll have it have a 3. But that gives that. And then, of course, we need it to be like that. And then on this end, eek, let me up. That's not actually going to be delayed. I need that to be redstone that it's observing. Bop. Well, that's not great. Because if I go too far, then it won't necessarily work. I mean, I kind of already have it delayed over here, so we'll see. Okay, that seems fine. I'd have to do it elsewhere because this is too small of an area. But my thought process is it would happen twice, so it'd give it enough time. However, there's not a delay on this one. So we'd have to delay it right from the get-go. And the soonest we can do that is right here. And if we want it to be observed by an observer, we'd have to have it facing this way so the observer can power directly to this redstone, but that wouldn't have the delay that we would need. Because without this delay, it ends up picking up the water immediately. Or I guess in this case, it would immediately shoot it out, since this is the one that's trying to close it. Plus, it breaks that one. So that thought process is not great. I mean, technically it'll work this way. It just means that every other time that this goes off, it's not going to actually do anything, really, because there'll be water over it. Which isn't great. But it's not the worst. Wait. Too quick. Come on. Still too quick. I'm gonna go around this way. One. And that's just too fast. I want to see something. Hold on. That is going to need to be a repeater. I don't think I'm going to get the outcome that I want. Not this way. I'd have to have more room to play around with it to see if I could, but Yeah, I don't think any amount of finagling is gonna get it to work. It just means it's gonna have a I guess a wider charge would kind of work, but it's fine. I tried, and that's what matters. Okay, one more tick. I'm fine with it being every other one doesn't quite work the way I want it to. It's the fact that it's working at all is amazing. That might be too quick of a timer, actually. I don't know how many blocks I have in there. Yeah. Like, it's legitimately functioning. Is it the most efficient? No. But you know what? I'm proud of what I accomplished. And in all fairness, I actually learned. Oh, I accidentally kept that hopper locked. Oops. My bad. Oh, there's a prince. Uh-oh. What other things fell in there? I mean, we know nothing went in there because that hasn't gone off, but... Where is that coming from? Just so I can stop it. Ah, dang it. Just so I can stop it from going over. I think it's legitimately just... Hold on. Ah. Well, I could cover some of this up. Not all of it, but I can cover some of it up. It's definitely not going to be a 0 loss for moss, but you know what? All in all, could be a lot worse. I think the biggest thing is that I'm fairly certain I ran out of bone meal. Because all of it went into here. I was hoping that would split it off, but I was wrong. Okay, for now... Ow. I want to focus more on having it be fully functioning. Well, then again, I have enough... I have enough bone meal that As long as I babysit it for a while, it should be fine. I think I might want to... I definitely need to find a workaround for that, but it should be fine. Hold on. Fairly certain I still have a lot of bone meal just here in general. If I remember correctly, there's a whole stack of bones somewhere. Well, technically, that works. I would, however, like to put away that. I'll put the sponge in here for now, because it is technically filled with liquids. I can put the iron in here. There are 9 slots, so I need 9 slots open. I'm gonna put the redstone in with the other redstone, because it makes sense. Don't know why I have lapis still on me. There we go. Actually, I'll just do this. Okay, that's all I had here, unless there is a stack of bone blocks inside of there. Which there very well might be. There's a bone block. Okay, there's a lot of bone blocks. Hold on. Need to drop that. Yeah, close enough. I need to go up and over. As long as I'm loaded in, it should work. Mm-hmm. Okay, it worked at some point. Why are you not working anymore? Legitimately, whenever I updated this block, the torch would freak out. But it is no longer doing that. How dare. Alright. How about... I put away my redstone. Where did it... There we go. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. And if a redstone block doesn't work, I'm going to be really confused, because legitimately, whenever I placed a block next to it, or whenever I broke a block next to it, the redstone torch would freak out, causing all of them to freak out as well. You know what? Wait. I have this very convoluted line. Hold on. I know I partially did it because I needed there to be a repeater. But I can just do this instead. There we go. Well, nothing's in there anymore. So maybe that did work? Okay, that's too fast of a block. What? You know what? I'm not going to question it. I'm not going to question it. If it works, it works. I don't know what's happening, but... Alright. I'll take it. Okay. It is now functional. Legitimately. Like, is it the most efficient thing? Not even close. But I'll take it. That's not a pleasant sound, but it's fine. Alright. I did want to get some decorating done today, but the redstoning took a lot more time than I thought it would. So I think I'm going to leave it here today. We did actually get this finished to a point where I'm going to say it is genuinely finished. Because is it the most efficient? No. Does it have the best storage system? No. But it is legitimately functioning. And I'll count that as a win. So thank you all so much for watching, and thank you so much for joining. If you liked the live stream, go ahead and hit the like button. If you want to see more content from me, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. And if you want to get notified for any future live streams or videos, go ahead and hit the notification bell. And I'll see you, beautiful people, next time. Bye!